And what's the mood inside the White House over this, and and you've done reporting on this, how do insiders feel about what would happen if they approached the president on different ways of managing this?
Oh, the people I've spoken to who talk to the president say, look, we don't talk about this with him because he's just going to get angry and lose his temper. And as a result, that's how you're seeing, or that's why you're seeing him act in this way. The White House is bothered by this release of emails from the Democrats because it was released in a strategic way, a political way, to coincide with the ending of the shutdown. Also, the sort of most, eyebrow-raising email, the one from Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell, that the Democrats released, they purposely redacted the name of the victim. And from what we understand, that victim, Virginia Giuffre, was a person who was not a victim of Donald Trump. And in addition to that, had testified, had written, had spoken, had publicly said that Donald Trump didn't sexually assault her. She didn't know of Donald Trump sexually assaulting anyone, and that she had good relations with Donald Trump, friendly and legal, warm relations with him. And the fact that the Democrats had redacted that really bothers the White House, because the Democrats essentially sort of got one over on them, and they spent an entire day on defense. And this is a White House that likes to drive the narrative, not have the narrative driven against them. But obviously they were in a situation where they were just on that defensive, crouching on a back foot.
You know, it is interesting with the discharge petition, which does seem like it will go, and I use the words too, but this vote on the House floor, where the full House will vote on calling for the full release from the Justice Department of the so-called Epstein files. But that doesn't mean they'll be released, because then the Senate has to vote on it and the president would have to sign it into law there. So the president can stop this. The question is, why is he fighting so hard? Is it clear to you why he's fighting so hard, therefore, and why he's used so much capital and had Speaker Mike Johnson use so much capital to keep this vote from happening?
Well, that's how Donald Trump is. If he doesn't want something, he fights tooth and nail to make it not happen. And if he wants something, he does that as well to make it happen. Here he doesn't want it to happen, and he's just going to fight tooth and nail. And he doesn't matter how many sort of rakes he's going to step on in the process in doing it. He fights. Sometimes the way he fights hurts him. You saw, for instance, and I referenced in the piece in Axios today, in 2017, in the Russia investigation, if Donald Trump had sort of let FBI Director James Comey go and just, do some typical law enforcement work, it probably would have just blown over. But instead, Donald Trump fired James Comey, and that triggered the Russia investigation. Then there was COVID, and the way he handled COVID, he got a lot of criticism for it, and so he called that a hoax. And people didn't understand, well, what's he actually calling a hoax? The other day on Sunday, Donald Trump was asked about the affordability crisis on Fox News in a friendly interview. And he called the affordability crisis a con job. So Donald Trump sort of reacts very negatively to criticisms and issues that reflect badly on him, or that his critics say reflect badly on him. And he doesn't always react in a way that helps him. Sometimes he doubles down, or he gets so heavy-handed that it winds up making the story bigger and making the story more negative for him. And I think that's what you're seeing here. Had he gone along with his campaign trail promise.
I think it's really up that no one is considering how Trump feels after losing his best friend. Okay? Do you know how difficult it is to lose your best friend? One that you had a shared interest, that one that you had the same hobbies with, that you would have unique shared experiences with. Who is he supposed to do that stuff with? J.D. Vance? And no, I'm not talking about Charlie Kirk. I'm talking about Jeffrey Epstein. There's people talking about Charlie Kirk in the chat. No, I'm talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Enigmas never age, Jeffrey. Who is he going to send birthday cards to now that Jeffrey's dead? Okay. Who? Shinzo came to my mind at first, not going to lie. Oh, yeah, he does love Shinzo. It's actually true. Every day is another beautiful secret. You and I, Jeffrey, every day we share together. He stopped doodling since then. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God. Ever since he lost the light of his life, he has stopped doodling. Jeffrey was the guy who encouraged him to doodle more. And now he's gone. You think Trump and Epstein hooked up? Maybe. Jeffrey Epstein, power broker. Jeffrey Epstein, Dershowitz tells me Obama called him to ask him what's going on with Israel. We should discuss. Shut the up. Dude, no, stop. Barack Obama, god damn it, dude. God damn it. This man literally hung out with Rashid Khalidi, okay? And Edward Said. And Ali as well. Ali Abu Nima. I didn't even know that the third guy, the famous photo is literally Obama sitting at the table with Edward Said and Rashid Khalidi. Unbeknownst to even someone like myself, the third guy at that table was Ali Abu Nima. For those who don't know, yes, Electronic Intifada's very own Ali Abu Nima was at the table with Barack Obama. That guy asking advice from Alan Dershowitz on this so ridiculous because he knows better. He knows better. Also, look at these cutie pies. They have become besties, which is really funny because like Farley around Will is an entirely different demon versus Farley outside of Will's sphere of scent and influence. He is very different. First, he like loses his mind, loses his shit, and then finally he gets depressed. And then I think he's actually reached a new stage now where he's like, okay, this is recognition. I have to live with this massive demon here. It's acceptance. He's decided she's my only friend now in this world. I like how you see Kaya's drool on the side of the car. Yeah, she's a drooly girl. Don't call Kaya a demon. Kaya is a demon. Kaya used to be a much bigger demon, though. She's like much chiller now. Farley thinks Will died to self-suck. True. All right.